All right, Solomon. So I got a chance to take a look at this King Street again, and it's the second or third time I've looked at it, and I'm coming up with the same problem that we're going to run into this. I just don't have any faith that I'm going to be able to sell this one. Uh, the ARV that you came up with on this one was 417, and on these smaller square foot homes, you really have to pay attention to bedrooms and baths. Yeah, I know there's this one 415 here, and you always got to be a little bit careful of using the very top sold in the neighborhood, especially this one. This one's like 30 or 40,000 above anything else in the neighborhood. So something like this, I wouldn't even use it. Just based on that. I think I've talked about that in videos before that you got to kind of be careful with you got one sold up here that's really high, and then you've got these other ones over here. Um, but the way that I would value this one and the way that investors are going to value this one is when you get into these really low square footage houses, there's not a lot of room to add more bedrooms and baths. So there's just, I mean, you're going to be stuck with the 2-1. So that's 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. One of those not even conforming bedroom is what it's reading. So when you do that, you've really got to pay attention to 2 bedroom, 1 bath options. Yes, you have that one, but you got this one, and then when you really get into these down here, these are more similar square foot with 2 bedroom, 2 bath, versus these are much higher total square foot. Um, and so you've got to really be cognizant of this. I think it's probably the ARV somewhere around 350. And the reason I think that is because there's this 345 Hazel Court here. Um, Let me pull it up correctly. So this one's just right down the block a little bit. Very similar style house. It's a little box house. Brand new, everything inside, completely fixed up. Looks like they underlisted it a little bit. So 330 they listed it at. They got an offer at 345. So they're 2 bedroom, 1 bath, very similar. And that house is from us, right here. It's like right there. So, and then you got this 364. It's a little bit bigger house. So that's just kind of where my thought process is. I just know when I get this, if I send this out, it's just I'm gonna run into a lot of pushback. It's just not gonna sell. So um, the other thing that I would take a look at, when you run into that with using the very highest sold in the neighborhood, I hate it with this little glitch that does this. When you're using a very high, you just got to be very careful with that. You really got to pay attention to your square footage. Square footage makes a big difference on these. 150 square foot is a lot of square footage when you're dealing with a little house like this. So that's why you got to be really careful with your comps on this. So if we did 350, 360, somewhere around there, that's going to put our purchase price somewhere around 260, 275. I don't know. I have to plug in the numbers, but that'd be my guess. So, anyways, I just want to kind of give you a little bit of feedback on this one. I'll probably just go ahead and dump it on these guys. Just email them back and tell them we're not gonna move forward, or we're focusing on some other properties. Um, but the other one that I think we did miss out on yesterday, I had no cell phone coverage. Is um, this this one right here is 4486. They called me. He called me yesterday. I just didn't have a cell phone. I was coming from Yellowstone. I had no service. So, but it looks like they went under contract with somebody. So I'm going to try to follow up with them. But I like that one a lot better. Um, and and what I'm doing on the spreadsheet, when we run across ones that we're getting interest or feedback, or we're talking to agents on, I'm highlighting in yellow so that our attention kind of draws those. So, anyways, I just want to give you a little feedback about that. Just keep cranking along. We'll get some put under contract, um, but this is kind of the way it goes. We get 2 or 3, 4 accepted to sell one. So that's kind of the math of this. So hopefully that helps.